What is up guys, Zach here from the Chaos Galaxy, and today I'm doing another speed art video. I've not done one of these for a while, but you guys really enjoy them, and today I will be showing the brand new boss creature for the Knight Archetype, and that is of course Infiknight. I've done a video showing what it does already, so if you haven't seen that, then definitely check it out in the description below. I'll also be showing you a brand new card which I've never shown before, and it's going to be the first ridiculously rare that I'll have shown you for set 2. I'm going to do a special extra video on him because I think he deserves that kind of treatment because he's such an epic card, but I'll just sort of reveal him as the speed art goes along because I think that's a pretty cool thing to do and it just sort of hypes him up a bit more. But yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, let me know if you want to see more speed arts, and let me know what you think of these two cards. Enjoy. Okay, so Infiknight. Once again, I did forget to film me drawing him in pencil, so just starting with me going over him in fine liner pen. I apologise again for my hair getting in the way. I just tend to really lean over drawings when I'm concentrating on them, but hopefully you can see most of the image here. The first problem I really encountered was drawing his right shoulder pad there. As you can see, his right arm is raised up, so I had to change the perspective on his sort of breastplate, which didn't go too well, but hopefully because his helmet looks really cool in my opinion, that sort of takes the focus off that. But just moving on to colour now, I needed to give him sort of a generic look because obviously he's not from any of the planets. So I used the colours dark grey and a muddy brown, which didn't work too well because the colours were too similar. They didn't contrast enough to make the helmet really stand out. So I just went over it in a darker black pen to make the patterns on the helmet stand out more. I wanted to give him sort of coloured trims that make him look like he's sort of from every planet as a combination of all the knights, but then keep the sort of main body of him quite dark to make him look quite serious and powerful, not like all really rainbow coloured and a bit stupid. And then giving this sort of like glow around him of the sort of dark, spacey, rocky spikes, just make him look a bit more badass, I think. And oh yeah, his sword as well. I gave that a sort of lighter grey because it's in the foreground. It sort of makes the card look a bit deeper if you use light colours in the foreground and dark colours in the background. And then just, again, using more sort of dark colours like the browns, the very dark reds, just add more emphasis to the bright colours from the different planets. But I think the biggest tip I can give you if you're drawing a sort of knight/warrior card for your TCG is to start by drawing his head, then go on to the body underneath the armour, and then draw the armour, helmets, capes, anything else you want to give him on top of the armour, and then finish with the weapon in his hand, because that will probably most likely be the closest thing to the foreground. So yeah, it's all about kind of layers, I think. But here's the final image, and I'm really glad at the feedback you guys gave me for him. I always knew that making the boss card for the Knights was going to be really popular, but the artwork had to kind of live up to the expectation and sort of be a next step up from the regular Knight cards. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the feedback that I got from the last video, which was the Archetype 101s for the Knights. And yeah, thanks for the support. On to the next card. And the next card has taken me the longest time out of any card in the game to draw. It took me more than 2 hours to make this guy. He took up a whole page of paper, and that is because he is going to be, I can confirm, the most powerful card in the entire game of Chaos Galaxy. His name is Omnius, the Planet Abomination, subject to change. And he will be a creature card because basically he is a living planet. But anyway, I needed to make him look like the most powerful card in the game, obviously. I needed to make him look absolutely huge, a kind of planet-sized card. Kind of humanoid, like make him look a bit like a human, but the main thing I wanted to get across was that he kind of looks really, really ancient and like a sort of organic body of matter that's kind of come to life over millions and millions of years and then is like the most supreme being in the Chaos Galaxy. So that was really fun to do. I had to kind of do this contrast of having his body look really different and then have like the planet surface sort of almost look like a machine or a rock or something man-made, because I think combining those two things was quite cool. And yeah, I'm not going to reveal the stats of this card yet. I want that to be a surprise in the next video. After I do the final planet profile, which will be for the planet Shios, I'm going to do a planet profile for the no planet creatures. This guy, Omnius, is another no planet creature, so really looking forward to doing a video on him. And yeah, now I'm just going over him in a fine line of pen before I get onto colour. Now yeah, not much more to say. At this point I was getting very worried about how I'd sort of blend the colours of his sort of organic body with the planet's surface that looks more like rock, but I'll get onto that later when I'm colouring him in. And I've got quite a lot of lore for this card because you guys have asked me to make some more kind of backstories for these cards. So this orb in the centre of his body, as you can see, it's just a circle at the moment. I'll go over it in pen. That's like his heart, or sort of what keeps him alive, and then that is the same kind of sort of crystal or orb that is what held in between the planets Sindian and Sindel and that keeps the planet split apart. So yeah, a bit of backstory to him there. So he is effectively like a planet. He's the size of like Sindel or Sindian. And I did kind of base him off Humongous Ancient Rockman, because Humongous Ancient Rockman is supposed to be one of the oldest creatures in the Chaos Galaxy. However, this is the very first creature, and I'm going to kind of say that he sort of made Humongous Ancient Rockman in his own image. He's kind of like a god in the Chaos Galaxy, although I don't want to do any kind of religious references or I might get in trouble. But yeah, now just colouring in his body, I decided to go for the dark red because Humongous Ancient Rockman's kind of like green, and then red is the kind of opposite colour, so I gave him like a sort of red and grey trim, and then tried to blend those two colours together, which didn't work as well as I would have liked to, but I think it does make him look like a pretty powerful creature nonetheless, and like he does mean business with these dark colours, because if I'd have used something like a light blue, I just don't think it would have worked at all, and he wouldn't look like the most powerful creature in the Chaos Galaxy. But yeah, using, again, if you want to know what marker pens I use Copic markers. I really think they are the best things. I've tried Pro markers, Sharpies and other things, and they just don't compare to the way these colours blend together, and they're actually really nice colours to start with. Like you see here, just using the darker greys to blend them into the red and just make him look like a more sort of organic body rather than a machine like Humongous Ancient Rockman is. I did give him this sort of tribal pattern with the pen. I did think about leaving the sort of discs on his body blank. However, this sort of left the card looking quite bare, and it didn't really look good at all. So to make him look cooler, I've just finished him off with these sort of tribal patterns. And yeah, that's it for Omnius, the Planet Abomination. As you can see, here's the final card. Or not quite final. I will reveal his stats in a video very soon, so stay tuned for that. But for now, this has been Zach from the Chaos Galaxy. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you'd like to see more speed arts. Get hold of some Chaos Galaxy cards if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.